Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy King Jocko Martin back with another episode of Whispering to Your Soul. You know, I just keep vibing out with amazing people because when you put out good energy come back to you.
Yes.
So listen, I'm here with like a LA secret. Y'all don't even know that she about to blow up, but I'm about to give y'all an exclusive, an amazing introduction to what? Another model, you feel me? Another brilliant, intelligent, smart, multiplier, money making machine. I am here with the one, the only, Therese. What up, though? What up, love? Haha.
It's a great introduction.
Yeah,
And you said the
yeah.
name right. Thank
Yeah. A little bit of
you.
practice, a little bit of
I
practice don't hurt
appreciate
nobody. You did, because
it.
names are important. It's very, very
It
important.
is. And
Um,
usually I go like Thérèse in French,
yes.
Teresa in English, and
Okay.
Teresa en español es el mismo. Same name, different
Talk
pronunciation.
that talk.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this question, love. How many languages do you speak?
French, Spanish, English. I understand Arabic without really understanding it.
Okay. Wow, that's
And
amazing.
so yeah, like let's say four and a little bit of my mom's tongue, just a tiny bit.
And what language does your mom speak?
She speaks Fulani.
Fulani?
Yeah, and in my country we speak Wolof. So I speak Wolof. That's a
Wolof.
national language.
Okay.
And the official language is French in my country.
Well, where are you from? Educate us.
Senegal, West
Senegal.
Africa, born
West
and
Africa.
raised. And if you don't know where it is on the map,
Yeah.
I like to wear this because I could just point it right here
Yeah, talk
by the
that talk.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Born and raised in this tiny country right here.
Okay.
Senegal. Yes.
Wow. So for us who don't know anything about your natural language, how do I say how are you doing? Can you give us just a little bit?
Yes.
You know, so we can get some understanding of something that we just haven't been educated about.
Yeah, I love that. So how you say Nangadef in Wolof, how you say how are you? It's Nangadef.
Nangadef.
Nangadef. So when I say to you,
Nanga.
hi King, Nangadef,
Oh, Nangadef.
and you say Mangifi.
Magnifi.
So it's almost like magnificent, but
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
So when I say Nangadef, you say Mangifi.
Magnifi.
Mangifi.
Mangi. Oh, Mangifi.
Yes.
Oh, Mangifi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nangadef.
Oh, Mangifi.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
you do it. So Nangadef means how are you?
Yeah.
Mangifi means I'm great.
I love that. Mangifi.
Yeah. Mangifi.
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 Yeah,
You can say Mangi
Mangifi.
Jam, I'm at peace.
Let's say that one more time.
Mangi si jam.
Mangi si jam.
I'm at peace.
Mangi si jam.
Yes.
See, I love languages, right? I used to, when I first moved to California, I was like, wow, there's so many people that I can't speak to because I don't know their languages, but I'm a salesman.
Yeah.
So I started going on like Google Translate and Clownfish and things like that to learn how to say my job in like different languages.
I love that.
So if they spoke Russian, I'd be like, Privyet kaktala.
Oh, I love
Besplatnu ulushenia bashava. And they'd be like, wait, what?
They turn, yeah.
What did you say?
People were just like, what?
Say it again, say it for my wife. Or if they spoke Hindi, I'd be like, namaste. Muft andaza apke god kele. And they were like, oh, what?
Like,
Whoa,
you're
right?
so polyglot.
Right? I'd be
You
like,
are.
if they spoke Japanese or whatever, it's not Japanese, but Chinese,
Chinese.
Mandarin, and I'd be like, ni hao ma, mi and fei,
Oh
jia.
my God.
And they were like, oh,
I
wow.
love that.
And the reason why I felt like it was really important to talk about the different languages is because we have to stop allowing languages to be a barrier of understanding. And just the slight hint of, hey, I want to know more about where you're from. I want to know about your native tongue. I want to like, learn. I want this. It opens up a different type of conversation
It
because
does.
it's like, oh, you want to really understand me.
Yeah, it
You
does.
actually care
People
about
feel
where I
seen.
come from.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the representation, it's the understanding. Because at the end of the day, we're still all humans, right? Biblically, they talk about the different languages in Babylon, you know, the land of Babel, the land of languages. And at the end of the day, we're still all people. You know what I mean? But we shouldn't allow a tongue or how we decide to speak stop love. I think love is universal,
I love that.
you know? And if we actually have love for ourselves, then we can have enough love and care for someone else to say, can you teach me that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that means?
Yeah.
Or I don't understand, can you help me?
Yeah.
And a lot of times not being willing to ask for help keeps the division.
No, I know. I've
Yeah.
had so many experiences. I actually just drove back from a job interview in El Monte, and I realized it's all Chinese now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wandering around, and I'm driving so happy, just seeing different people. And I've had instances like I went to this cafe and I sit down, and this guy's phone was dead, and he was looking for a charger, but he doesn't speak any English.
Okay.
So he comes next to this girl, headphones and stuff. Excuse me, charger. She just look up and says no. And then I waited 5 minutes later and I pull up my charger. I'm like, here. Oh my God. The whole day he was just like this. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I was like, I almost cried because I don't know where he was going.
Yeah.
His phone is dead. And
Yeah.
we all know nowadays if you're on a phone.
Yeah.
Like, and it
Yeah.
was just like, I made his day. We couldn't communicate, but the way he thanked me just showed me that he was so grateful that even though we did not speak the language, I was watching and like I did something. And
Yeah.
And it's always reciprocated.
Like,
just do good into this world.
And I believe that because like here's the thing, kindness is something that transcends language.
Yes.
You might not have spoke his native tongue, but he understood the kindness. He understood that you did something for him that you didn't have to do, and that broke a barrier that words couldn't even break.
Yes.
And it allowed him to break a barrier to show you gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness, which created a bond even though you guys weren't speaking the same language, native language. Yeah.
I love that.
And that's a different type of connection.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think that right there is the human connection. I think that's love. I think that love transcends the fact that I might not know how to speak in your native tongue, but I think me being able to show respect and honor and love, I think that is universal and that goes beyond the boundaries of do you understand what I'm saying? Because you can see it in my actions. And my actions is also a language. Because just because we speak the same native tongue doesn't mean we're on the same page.
No, most of the time.
You know what I mean? People speak English and we still argue, we still fuss, we still
I know,
fight.
I'm still
we
divided.
we're
like,
so
divide to
divided.
conquer is still around.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what language you speak.
It's so real.
I know.
But I believe love is the universal language, and when you speak out of love, that opens up doors that other people can't open up because you showed respect or you just took the time to care. And I think that's
100%.
such a beautiful thing.
I agree. 100%. Love is what we need right now, and I'll take it even further because I'm a big believer of oneness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really a big believer in oneness to the point that we can only change this world once we understand that the way I treat other people is just going to come back to me. So if we do something good into this world, it's going to come back. But if we all just agree that that's the way, I feel like the world would be in a better place, honestly.
I mean, I love that statement. I believe the golden rule is really the golden rule.
It is.
You treat people how you want to be treated.
It's funny. It doesn't matter what religion. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And all the same.
And I think it's dope because here's the thing. I'm not treating you a certain way just for you to treat me back. I won't let your actions dictate my character or my heart. And everyone might not be on the same page, but I didn't do it because I expect you to do something back for me. I did it because that was what was on my heart. So whether you receive it out of love or whether you reject my love or whether you don't understand my love, it's okay. I understand that it's not always going to be received, but I don't want to let the rejection or someone else's anger manipulate the simple fact of I did it out my intention versus execution. My intention is right. My execution could be better, but that's something that I can work on. You know what I mean? And even if I did do something and it was offensive, I could say, my apologies, I didn't mean it that way, but this is what I was trying to express. And if it came out the wrong way, my apologies. And I think that starts with your own self.
Yes.
Because you got to learn how to apologize to you.
To yourself first.
Right.
A lot of people can't say it.
Right. A lot of us don't know how to. Right. We don't know how to look in the mirror.
No, we don't.
We
don't
struggle
look
with that.
in the mirror. Don't get me started. We do not look in the mirror, and we need to normalize looking in the mirror ourselves and see what's good, what's bad, like integrity, values, like everything that makes the essence of a human being that you are, because we're all born different, but we all have different aspirations, different values and everything. And the more you look at yourself in the mirror, the more you find who you truly are and live in a peaceful way into this world.
Yeah.
Because usually when you don't, that's why a lot of people have trouble, and I've been there, where it's just like, I wasn't who I was. I was pretending. I was trying to fit in so badly to a point I started losing myself. And I've learned that lesson, and I realized, okay, I just need to look at myself in the mirror, and it's shattered. It's broken. So when you look at yourself, it's going to look really weird.
Yeah.
But if you do the work and see who you are and accept who you are and your worth and the things that you are innate and born with, I don't know, it just creates such a peaceful living into this world and within self and your soul and just who you are in this world and how you operate wherever you go, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just be.
Mm.
And nothing will drive you or like bother you in life because you just learn to look at yourself,
Mm-hmm.
know who you are. You're not running around looking for validation.
Right. That's good.
You just validation. We're all craving it, and we need to look at ourselves in the mirror.
I love that. I think we started normalizing being toxic, and we confused being toxic with that being normal.
Yes.
So when we're in healthy situations, we don't know what to do because we've been around toxic situations so much, right? And then we know how to function in being toxic. And if there's nothing, if you're not in a situation that's not non-toxic, you don't know how to function because you've only seen chaos.
Chaos, yep.
And you become, you figure out a way to find peace in chaos when actually you shouldn't have to sit in the toxicity to have the peace.
Yeah, you have to step out and then look at the box from the outside. And especially from there is a rewiring of a brain because at the end of the day, a lot of things we do and who we are is what we grow up with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no parent is perfect. No generation is perfect.
Right.
And things they've done in the past, sometimes right now, it's impacting a lot of people.
Yes.
But things have changing. Innovation is, people are speaking up. A lot has changed, and that takes looking at who you are, how you grew up, and comparing and finding that balance, and get out of the toxic. See the box from the outside. Then from there, you can actually see, okay, this is who I am. This is what I need to be doing or being into this world, and then just from there, like it's an intense pain, but it's doable because sometimes the past come and pull you back. And
I think that
it's a battle.
Have to fall in love with your broken pieces.
Yes.
I think you have to fall in love with the process of growth from the broken pieces because the love is the glue to bring the broken pieces back together, and it makes you stronger because you're able to heal. You're able to give yourself grace. You're able to give yourself mercy. And the biggest thing about the glue is the forgiveness. You have to be able to forgive yourself first because sometimes other people won't forgive you. And that's okay because you don't have control over how someone else feels. But you do have control about how you feel about the situation. And you can ask that person, hey, I would like for you to forgive me. I'm sorry. And you can't expect people to be on your time. They're still in the midst of their process, and you have to be okay with them going through their process and give yourself enough grace and peace while they process whatever they process. But at least you were able to step up to the plate and find your own forgiveness in that, to ask for that, and then to say, you know what, I did all that I can do. I'm going to continue moving forward instead of carrying the burden of someone else. Right?
It's poison.
Absolutely.
It's really poison. The more we carry grudge, resentment, it's poison. Unfortunately, you're just gonna wake up one day and you're wondering how did you end up where you end up in your life? Like how you losing people, how you didn't do the things because you keep holding on poison and you're killing yourself for years.
Yeah.
But when you forgive yourself, regardless of people forgive you or not, and I usually say what people think about you is none of your business. Like honestly, what they feel about you is none of your business. But if you take it in and you let it be rent free in your life. Then you're carrying baggage everywhere you go. You're dragging it. It's just like I have tied up baggage, and everywhere I go, I bring it. But if you forgive yourself, it's like it cut off that, pain, that resentment, and everything just feels lighter. So whether they forgive you or not, at least you forgive yourself. And that's one thing I usually do, even as a confidence coach, and I've learned along the way. Is every day I wake up, first thing I do, grateful I'm awake, and I listen to my forgiveness song. I forgive myself. And I release all that don't serve me now.
Listen.
Every single day.
I don't know if y'all really heard that. She said she listens to a forgiveness song.
Yes.
That's important because a lot of us don't forgive ourselves. A lot of us are really, really hard on ourselves. And where are we going with all that dead weight? So there was this thing on Instagram where they took a healthy strawberry and then they put it on a toothpick. And then they took a molded strawberry and they attached the molded strawberry and they attached it to the healthy one. And how it started contaminating and it started ruining it. And infection is real.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's another one on Instagram where they had a whole bunch of matches.
Yes.
And each match was on fire. And then one match stepped out the way and removed himself.
Yeah.
I remember my acting coach saying sometimes you should not sometimes, but you should always practice removing yourself from conversations that don't serve
Serve
you.
you.
Why would you allow yourself to stay in something toxic and it doesn't even involve you just because you want to be nosy? And then you wonder why your energy changes, or you wonder why you allow
God,
things to attach
that
itself
is
to you.
deep.
And I was like, wow, I've never thought about that.
Oh, I have, because
You know?
I grew up with lots of gossip.
Okay.
You know, Africans love gossip, Asians love gossip, Europeans love, everybody loves gossip. Americans loves gossip. Everybody in this world loves gossip.
Mm.
And I remember at a young age, I didn't like having certain friends because for me, it's just like every time I'm in the circle, it's all about talking about other people. And I look at them, I'm like, have you seen yourself? So I've always been that kind of person.
Mm.
And I went through my life a lot of time not having girlfriends sometimes.
Okay.
Just because I'm like, okay, doesn't feel right. Because I would love to treat people the way I would like to be treated. Because if you talk about me and my back and do all this negative and say all these negative things, that means like you're saying it about someone else or whoever in that circle. Once they walk away, it's their turn.
Right.
And that's never genuine. And it's just, we don't take time to invest in knowing who we are.
Yeah.
But we have time to contemplate and observe someone else's life and have something to say.
I really find it crazy that we have more energy to put in someone else's dream and someone else's drama than we do to put that in our own dreams and our own drama and our own problems, right?
It is so sad.
And we got to work on that. We have people, no disrespect to Michael Jordan, dying over Michael Jordan shoes, right? Well, let me ask you something. Whose last name is that on the shoe, or whose name is that on the shoe? So, no disrespect to Mike, but when did Mike's life become so important that you were willing to die over his name?
People are longing for belonging.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy that, oh, Louis Vuitton, YSL, all these high brand, bro, none of these are your legacy. So it's crazy how we're willing to pay top dollar to be a part of someone else's legacy, but we won't put that same top dollar into our own legacy building, because there was a time and place where our last names meant something, when your name meant something, when you wanted to have a legacy, your life, like we are so manipulated out of being who we supposed to be because we're so busy trying to be everyone else instead of just learning how to be this amazing masterpiece that God made you.
It comes back to, you gave the example of the Instagram you saw. It's the same. Have you seen the one where they draw a circle and the ants who want to get out of the circle?
Right, yeah.
That's, unfortunately, this is what we live into society. We're told this is the trend. If you don't follow, you're behind. You're not this. You're not trendy enough. You're not fun. Why you weird, right? And because of that, people are longing to belong so much and be part of the herd. So we're just like cattle. That's how I see. Like, for me, that perspective, I'm like, okay, go up there and just visualize, like look and observe. We're just like cattle. We follow. Ding, 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 ding. And that's the thing, that to the point we forget that we're human beings. We have more to offer than just following.
Right.
And that thinking that's life. And especially when it comes to legacy, we've practiced that for decades. Like, honestly, it's nonstop. I don't remember any time in my life where I did not want what was trendy. Until like I took a look at myself and realized I actually don't like it. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
This is not who I am.
Yeah.
You know? And it took me back
and knowing that that's okay.
Yeah, and knowing that's okay, because that's the
big
part.
Yeah.
Usually when you do that, you start losing people,
yeah.
right?
And guess what? That's okay.
That's okay. That loneliness
You're not supposed to be
not for everybody,
Come
but
on.
you have to go through it in order to see
Yeah.
that you're powerful beyond measures just by being and believing in who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't have to follow. And when it comes to brands, legacy, and stuff like that, even Africans, like for me, that's why I created this brand, because I feel like we've lost that touch that our ancestors left.
Well, let's talk about it. What is this brand?
This
Talk to us.
This is my baby.
Hold it
handmade
up so we can
bag.
see it in the camera. Put
This
that
my
all the way
baby.
in the camera. Let me see.
Handmade bag
Let me see.
from Africa.
Let's put that all the way in the camera. Y'all see it?
So you
The
can hold it
handmade
there,
bag.
and it's a brand that I'm a creative director, and we just were talking about that. I got tired of having people's brands all over, and I knew I wasn't that kind of girl who to wear brands just because everybody's wearing it. And I started doing my research after years of sourcing African things and realizing people actually love it. It's handmade, it's craftsmanship, it's artisans, it's this the things that our grandparents left us, right? And I reflected. I did my college degree in international relations.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, and then the more I learned, I realized Africans know oil, right? We have oil, diamond, and everything was gone. Like it never stayed. We did not see it unless you're educated. Honestly, you won't even know what you have in your country. It's that sad.
Listen.
It's that sad.
15-yard penalty. Flag on the play. That is the bar of the day because the depth of the truth of what she just said deserves another
Don't make me
pillow. You hear me? Because that is so real. Can you please, I'm begging, can you forget the people in the back of the church? Can you just say that one more time for me to hear?
We have everything we need in Africa.
Yeah.
Every resources.
Yeah.
Gold, diamond, platinum, you name it. Oil. Africans don't see any. Unless you're really educated to know exactly what your country has, what resources it really has.
Have you ever just took the time to think about the resources that we're afforded here in America? Because I've never really just thought about that, to be real with you. The first time that it kind of crossed my mind is when I was in the military and I traveled to all these other different countries. And leaving the prison of America and seeing the world from other perspectives allowed me to mentally free myself from what I always knew. Because you only know what you know until you can learn something different or be put in a different situation to have a different perspective. And I was like, oh my God, I take so much for granted. We are so spoiled that we don't even realize the goodness that we actually have, you know? And I was just like, wow, let me get myself in order because I'm sitting here with running water. I'm sitting here with electricity power. All the things that I take for granted, when you go to someone else, they might have to walk 3, 4, 5 miles to carry water to bring it back to their families, just to wash with, man. So please educate me on the difference in how you grew up and what you see here. You know what I mean? Because that's such a different perspective.
We take things for granted.
Yeah.
And until we lose it, we don't know what we really have. Unfortunately. So for me, I grew up, I've kind of tasted it all at such a young age. My mom was working, my dad was working. Relationship wasn't that great, very abusive kind of household. But back then, combined, their salaries, they were really good. So I grew up having a chauffeur. I had 2 maids in my house.
Okay.
And that's a normal living situation in Africa, by the way.
Okay.
If you live comfortably, you have good salary, you can have chauffeur, you can have maids, you can have a cook or like a nanny. It's up to you. And we had that, but after the divorce, we lost all that. So my mom had to go back to her parents' house. 25 people, 1 bathroom. And I had to adjust. I was 7 years old.
25 people, 1 bathroom.
25 people, 1 bathroom. You have to take turn to release. And then sometimes it's like, okay, no electricity for days.
Yeah.
Government issues, right? Or it rains and we lost power or whatever.
Yeah.
Usually when we lose electricity, just give it time. Tick, tock, water's gone.
Yeah.
Can't live without water. And this is one of the things I use in my speech. I use that analogy now, and that's what created this carry the load.
I love that.
These women holding
carry the load.
Carry the load.
Okay. Guess what? That's a bar.
Everything is a bar.
I'm throwing the pillows again.
Bar is getting higher, y'all.
Do you
getting higher.
Listen. That is such a powerful statement that could be used in any fashion or walk of life, from breaking generational curses, from just becoming who you want to be, from just being an amazing parent and wanting your children to have more than you, from just, hey, I made this amount in my bank account last year. This year will not be the same. I'm going into 2026 and I'm finna carry this load like I've never. Man, that statement is so deep, so genuine, so raw, so authentic. If you can't understand carrying the load, maybe it's because you're not carrying the load and someone else could be carrying it for you.
You've been given the load.
Come on.
Maybe it's lighter for you. I've had people come to me, and that was just a kind of relationship in life and experiences. So imagine them walking miles.
Yeah.
Go to draw water. Come back. And the beautiful thing is, like, Africa, we use music and everything for joy. Like, I think that's why it's such a happy continent. We just we don't care. Like, it's just like, all right, pull on music. The women are like singing together, and they take the young girls too. They can carry the bucket like the size they can handle. We walk to the well, draw the water, put it in the buckets, walk sometime 30 minutes back home.
Yeah, wow.
Put it in a storage plastic, the big plastic ones. Fill those up, and then we filter it. You have water for drinking. Then you're gonna have water for showering. You're gonna have water. Maybe sometimes we can stay 3 days, depending on weight, maybe a week, to not wash clothes because it's not that important. We have to take care of the necessities. Are you gonna cook today? Are you gonna cook today? What water are you gonna use to cook today? Can every time I ask that question on my speech, people go, "No, I can't live without water for like a week." No, they freak out.
I'm so glad you said that because I'm going here and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
And they might get mad, but I don't care.
Say it.
People wonder, how do we survive in the conditions that we survive in as Black people, and how are we able to become the rose out of the concrete? It's because we've been carrying the load our whole life for so long that we know and understand that we will make a way, we will sing a way, we will walk away, we will cheer away. There is nothing that you can do to stop the joy, the pride, the legacy. Don't get me wrong. Have we lost people, or do we have some that's confused that just don't know? Do we have brothers and sisters in? Well, tell me a race that don't. But the essence, the root, the power of the love that we have as a people, the joy, to go from everything that we've been through to be where we are today. From listen, I always say this statement: how can we be so comfortable in our comforts when our comforters have the bloodstains of our ancestors that came before us? And what comforts will we sacrifice so our kids can even have more comfort?
Please ask that question.
Hello? Hello?
You have to.
Because
get out of the comfort.
Sometimes we're so ungrateful for the comforts that we forget that someone died, blood, sweat, tears, was raped, beaten, hung, family separate, the lineage of what we come from. For me, just for me, big shout out to Amir Suleiman. I'm going to die in my purpose instead of in my excuses. He said, one day you will be someone's ancestor. Act accordingly. And I say it every episode because I need y'all to hear the power in that, man. It's not that I can't think of nothing else. It's just that statement has so much power. And then the quote says, do you not know that death has mounted its steed? And the question is, will it find you in your purpose or your excuses? Now watch how I tie this full circle. Are you willing to carry the load? Because someone before you carried that. Someone was carrying that.
And they passing it down.
And they passed it on. You feel me? And it doesn't matter that people tried to poison it. It doesn't matter that people say there's no value in that.
It's because of this, the blame. It's because of this. Stop the blame and carry the load. Stop the blame, carry the load. At the end of the day, if you don't, you will never create anything. I was here. Tell them. I lived. I loved. I did. That's what I aspire in life.
Yeah.
And that's what you say. You say you came, you did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. 3 things happen in life. You're born, you die.
We all die.
Well, the question is, King, what do you do in the meantime? You're supposed to carry the load.
Carry the load. Carry the load, baby, right here.
Yeah.
Carry
Yeah.
the load. So these women like worked so hard every single
And
day.
it's amazing because you get to see the women actually carrying the load. You feel me? Carrying the water. There's so much power in this. This
And
is
it's
so
not only
amazing. This
Africa.
is so
That's
beautiful.
what I love about
It's
it.
not.
It's
It's
Asia.
not.
It's
not.
it's
It's not.
like in Latin.
It's just
like, right?
humanity.
It's humanity.
Humanity.
And especially for women. Honestly, shout out to
Yeah.
women.
Big shout out to the queens.
Always found a way to show up, whether it was hard, whether we had a solution or not. And that's what I love about the story that I usually tell. The same thing with the carry the load. When we lose this electricity and power and then water, everything, they don't complain to the government. Meanwhile, the men are just like, complaining. Like, they take action right away. They do not wait. Because they know necessity is necessity. And sometimes in order to get out of the comfort zone, you really have to have a really huge necessity. Your why has to be huge. It's bigger than what you think that life. So it's figuring a way to pass it to someone else.
Yeah.
You came and you did something. So these the women carry the load, do what it takes. Their neck hurt. Their back hurt.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But few women provided water to the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we can light our candle and live happily ever after, wait till the solution comes.
Listen, I'm finna shock the world with this one. Because I know it seems like we're only talking about minorities carry the load. But white people, y'all carry the load too. And this is what I mean by that. Because what your ancestors did in the past, you benefit off the loads that they're carried of robbing, stealing, murdering, all these different things. So you reap the benefits financially from, the Jimmy Lynch, Willie Lynch, from Willie Lynch, from the black codes, from redlining. So that is a part of the burden. That's the reverse side of it, right? But guess what? There were a lot of white people that were out there that hid black people in their homes.
Yes.
And they got called nigger lover, and they got torched at the stake just as well, right?
Yeah,
So
yes.
there's certain burdens that certain people carry, right? But here's the thing in that. The truth of it is that you have to be able to accept the reality of what was.
Yes.
This is my benefit. This white privilege is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It is so real.
Oh, it
right?
is such a real
So the denial of that only means that you are on the other side of that equation. But if you really want to carry the load, you have to be able to acknowledge the flaws and accept the equality and the truth in that. And don't just do it when you're around minorities. You have to do it in the presence of people who look just like you. Can you stand 10 toes when you're around your cousin, your uncle, and everyone else that don't believe the same way you believe? Can you carry the load in those moments? You feel me? Can you carry the load in moments of Karens or people out there losing their lives or police brutality and all these other? Can you carry the load again?
And do it and show up.
Because that is how we start to weed out and start to heal in humanity, is to find truth, is to find unity. But you can't be united if there's no truth in the unity. So are you willing to carry the load of the truth of the wrongdoings and find the forgiveness in the wrongness and then find your love and joy in the fact that you want peace or you want more? Are you willing to carry the load in front of your peers, your family? Because there's a difference.
There is.
Huge difference. So I just wanted to talk about that because I know it might be, well, only black. No, y'all got a load to carry too.
We all got a load to carry.
But will you?
No, not everybody
you
will.
Know? Yeah, exactly.
Not everybody will. Sometimes I get DMs, like people ask me, why do I have to carry the load? And I look at their lives, I'm like, well, when I knew you, you had everything handed to you. You don't have a load to carry. You've been handed everything you needed. They never came back. Usually I get that question all the time. Why do I have to carry the load? I'm like, because you got everything you need. School paid off. You got a job. You got a house. You got a car. You got everything taken care of for you.
Yeah.
Your parents never suffered. Their parents never suffered. Their parents never. Why you expect me to explain to you how to carry the load? Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You might have some other issues in life, maybe.
Yeah.
But you will never understand.
But here's the thing. When things like COVID hit, other people understand how to survive because of when you carry the load, you grow different type of muscles.
Yes.
You become stronger in different situations.
Facts. That is
So the
facts.
reason why we can find joy in the midst of all of this prison or racial divide or division is because of how long we've been carrying that load. And when the load comes off our back, even though you might have had a head start, I'm able to catch
I
you.
get
You wonder why I'm stronger, why I'm faster, why I can do things, why I jump higher, why I this or why
Oh,
I'm that.
shoot.
You know why? The reason why I'm able to do all these things is because I've been carrying this load for years, for a lineage, for a
Makes you
lifetime,
strong.
from the boat rides, from
grow.
everything. So
It's
what? What? So that's why I'm able to run and smile and have joy and do what I do. That's why, no disrespect, we are the wave that you follow, that you copy, that you emulate, that
every
you talk
time.
about. You see what I'm saying?
Every time.
And it's just a fact. It
It
ain't
is a
even.
fact.
Listen, I have this quote that says, "What makes a rainbow beautiful? Is it not the diversity of colors?" Well, if that's true, is mankind's kryptonite trying to make one color better than the next?
Oh,
And if that happens, is it still a rainbow?
it is.
I think not. So why are we destroying something that God
That is
created
so
beautiful with invisible lines of hate?
Oh God, that's so deep. It's like who was complaining about we lost the rainbow. I used to play with rainbow growing up, and now I can't even mention rainbows. Like
I'm not even going there.
well, don't
you
even go
know.
there.
But
But you're right. Like at the end of the day, it's the essence
what?
of human beings, like
Period.
who we are, and we need to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, and take a look at our lives and see, okay, I have everything I need. How can I give back? How can I lift a little bit? Even if you can't carry the load, how can I lift a little bit the weight for someone else?
And why is that important to you? When did you have that transformation? When did you have that understanding?
I feel like my whole life I've been always the weird kid.
Okay.
Like for real. Like I've understood doing it, it was normal, it's necessity. But during my divorce, something switched. Where I realized I had to take action for my life. I had to save myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had to change myself if I really want to change.
I love that.
And if I want to pursue what I really want,
Yeah.
I really have to carry this load. Unfortunately, nobody's coming.
Well, that's the thing, because your dreams have requirements that you have to meet. And it's no one else's job to fulfill your purpose.
Yeah.
And the only way to fulfill your purpose is to carry the load and the responsibilities that come with fulfilling this contract that you have. You know what I mean?
And that was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Because for someone like me, I'm not a first generation immigrant. Every time I say that, I catch myself.
Okay.
I'm fresh off the boat, meaning I came to this country by myself. No mom, no dad, no uncle, nobody. I came for college by myself. All I had maybe a few friends here and there. And that's when I started carrying the load. At 24 years old when I came into this country.
What was that like for you when you made the choice? Because you probably had to hit a fork in the road to make a decision of, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this in my life. What was that fork in the road for you? And part two of that was, how did you feel when you first got on, first took that step to go ahead and come to America? What was that process like for you?
Well, the two ones are either I can be a married woman, maybe someone's first, second, or third wife in my country.
Okay.
Okay. Or I can pursue education.
Okay.
And education was pushed by my mother, so I ended up having a full ride, being the only one in my entire extended family to make it actually to college.
A full ride to what?
For college. So I went to an American school. I transitioned after high school to an American school.
Okay,
So
what were you getting your degree in? Like
international relations, but
Okay.
I didn't want that at first. I didn't
Okay.
know. It's just like I was thrown in the thing. I was like, all right, let's go. We're getting education. I don't care.
Okay.
So I ended up switching from management to international relations because I realized I love people. I want to help. I want to give back. And then I added later business. So I did like international relations and business as a major.
Okay.
But my mother had to sell her home so I could buy an airplane ticket
Wow.
in order to come and finish.
Time out. Flag on the play. Big shout out to you, Mom,
Big shout out.
for believing.
Thank you.
That's a different type of belief. That is what they call having faith of a mustard seed. That everything's gonna work out and everything's gonna be okay.
Yes.
So, Mom, I just want to just big up you right now, because sometimes here in America, our parents don't believe like that, or
That's
don't
true.
give like that or won't sacrifice like that. So for you to do something like that for your beautiful daughter, I just want to give you your flowers. I just want to give you your roses. I just want to tell you how amazing that is. And I just want to tell you thank you for raising another young queen to go after what she's supposed to go after in life so she can live the dream that you possibly wanted for yourself, but you passed it on to your daughter because it might not have been available the way you wanted it to be. So for you to do something like that without being bitter, I just want to say I love you, and that is so freaking amazing.
Maman, ça c'est pour toi. She doesn't speak English, but ça c'est pour toi. Il a dit merci pour tout ce que tu as fait. Merci d'avoir cru en moi. Merci d'avoir vendu ta maison pour que je sois là. Tu de sentir la fait. I just kind of say whatever you say.
Handle that. Handle that.
But yeah, my mom is everything, and it was a rough patch because not everybody. I went to college with people whose parents could afford it. They're like part of government. They can travel anywhere they want. They have everything they need. They have dorms paid, everything. Me and a few girls, we were just like, all right, we came from this tiny little town, and most of the kids we grew up with literally could not go past high school. Most girls, by 14, 15, they're married. Boom, forgotten.
Wow.
And my mom was just like, no, you're not going to be like that. Finish, study.
Is that like normal tradition?
Growing up, yeah.
For you guys?
It was normal growing up. Now it's kind of changing because modern life, has been, but in some part of my country, people still do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I dodged a few marriages at 14.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
So
my mom was just like,
a lot of marriages is done at the age of
14, 15, sometimes 18, sometimes even younger, depending on the village.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still being practiced in so many places. People are still fighting though. But yeah, for me and my generation, that was like, 2000, 1990s. I almost got married a couple of times, for real.
Wow.
And then something just kept coming back. My mom's just like, education, jungle, education, that means study. To the point I met this American lady, her name is Viola Davis, and she's American. She came to my country and converted into Islam and loved the country, and saw that the girls were missing school or being married, forced to marriage. So she started a nonprofit called the 10,000 Girls and started recruiting girls to help them with after school programs. Then from there, I got a full scholarship, and I came to Boston. Kill me now. From Africa, in Senegal, in the heat, 100-degree weather. I grew up every day. It rains only 3 months out of the year. And then you go to Boston with snow, cold, and the people are just like
super different. Yeah.
It was a shock. It was so hard at first.
That's almost like some coming to America stuff.
For real. Actually, I lived that. It was so.
So let's clarify for the people. When you're saying Viola Davis, you're not talking about the actress.
Oh, Viola Vaughn.
Viola Vaughn. Okay,
Vaughn.
big shout out to
Sorry,
Viola
Vaughn. Good one.
Not only that,
I'm obsessed with
but
Viola Davis.
also big shout out to the Queen, Viola Davis.
Yes.
I got to be on set with her. She was filming How to Get Away with Murder. We were on set. It might have been like a 16, 17-hour day, and she was just, she saw how tired the cast was, but she came around singing gospel songs. She had this energy and this presence about her that was just so freaking amazing. And I just want to say kudos to you, Queen, for being the woman you are, and I can't wait to see what God continues to have in store for you and over your life, and blessings to your family. Thank you for being a trailblazer and representation for so many black women that want to get into the film industry, but not just black women. Thank you for taking a stand for all black people in that industry, and as you continue to fight and as you continue to raise the bar and the standard of what excellence and greatness looks like on all playing fields, whether you're black, white, or any, just as a human being. I just want to tell you thank you.
For advocating and teaching people about their worth. She's one of the first people that I started actually seeing my worth through.
Yeah.
Because she's just so genuine, and she explained everything that she went through. I read her book, I'm obsessed. And then a lot of similarities, and I realized, okay, you're dark, you're at the bottom, I'm sorry. It's so sad. And then you elevate from that, and she did the work. And now she's passing it down, and we do definitely need more people like that into this world. So thank you.
Big shout out to the Queen.
Viola Vaughn, not Davis, but Viola Davis, amazing as well.
Okay.
So Villavon, and here we are, college, and I came to this country and I started learning and was commuting in the cold and I was dying. My toes were freezing, everything was different. To the point I actually experienced a lot of seasonal depression just from the difference in the weather and the people and everything, environment wise. And moved to Florida, but before I finished college and everything, I've learned so much about humanity. And when you change environment, it's such a courageous thing to do.
It is.
And it's really, really hard, but you have to learn to adapt. There's a saying in my country, in Wolof, it says, "Bode me to duk, you put in, defal in," which means if you go to a country and everybody's naked, be naked as well. Find a way to adapt. So, and I kind of go by a lot of sayings like that where I kind of remind myself who I am and these values, these core values, and how do you blend in without losing who you really are. You know, and this is very, very important. But it was an interesting journey, college here.
How did you overcome the seasonal depression from the environment change? Because you might have someone else who has moved from their country, is doing something different. What was it for you to pull you out of the sunken place of just environment change, people change, depression, so that way you can give someone else something to put in their tool bag?
I would say find your people. I believe in whatever path that you go through in life, God is always watching and guiding you. And I met this guy called Robert Bellinger. He was a professor, history professor.
Shout out to Robert Bellinger.
Shout out to Robert Bellinger, black history professor. He just saw me, he's just like, there's something in you, I believe in you. And having that extended chosen family helped a lot. But when I started figuring out I couldn't really handle it, I got into fitness.
Okay.
I started with 25 minutes like a day workout in front of my living room, and I saw how it was switching my brain. So self-observing, right?
That's good.
I kept going. So fitness, going out, like it's very important to socialize. I know we're losing it, especially because after COVID, a lot of people got comfortable, but we're human beings. We need to socialize.
I agree with that.
We need to socialize. And that helped me a lot. And besides that, it's just being myself no matter where I go, journaling, and but fitness was a huge, huge change into fighting the depression, seasonal depression. And then after I had postpartum depression, after I had my first baby, then I had to really like keep pushing till this day. Then I became an online fitness coach. To this day, I wake up, the first thing I do to set my day, set intention is to fitness, workout. When you work the mind, you work the body, you work the soul.
Love that.
Oh, like it's
that.
very important. Very, very.
I see the outfit and the garment and that you're
Yes.
representing Africa so much. Tell me why that's so important to you for representation for your people, why you are doing the way you're doing it.
Whispering to your soul is a perfect name for something whispered to my soul where I was lost.
And what did that look like when you were lost?
It was sad. It was out of place. I felt out of place trying to fit in. Especially when you first migrate to America, like you want to do everything that everybody does. And it's either you do that or you stick with your people and you don't blend in. You know what I mean? Like some Africans just stick together. So for me, it was very important to go back to the roots instead of buying the jewelry from Yves Saint Laurent. This is handmade in Africa by Africans.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
You know, and I wear it proudly, and I don't have to be part of the herd that everybody's wearing the same thing, and I get to stand out in my uniqueness, and I get to honor my ancestors who worked so hard. Like
Love
usually
that.
with these people, when the tribe, that when they do this work, their hands are messed up from creating handmade stuff.
Come on.
Handmade stuff. Quality. That's because luxury is originally handmade. And everybody wants luxury.
Yeah.
But this is my luxury. So.
And it's funny how people put the price on what's luxurious. Like, you've heard of Van Gogh.
Yes.
Right? Well, the truth is, behind Van Gogh, those paintings were worthless.
Yeah, I know. I watched the movie. I was surprised.
And then when they started getting the letters from his brother is what gave it the value.
The vibe, yeah.
And
To
when
pick up.
people started hearing about the letters, the sentiments of the letter made them look at the paintings differently. So it wasn't the moral of this, you guys, is it's not the painting.
The story.
It's the story that's behind it.
That's behind
It's not the logo. It's the testimonies behind it that's going to bring the value to the logo. I hope y'all caught that.
it. I hope they did.
Here's another example if you didn't catch it. W.D. Du Bois. Diamonds have no value. Diamonds are worthless. But then they put the value behind the marketing of a wedding, love. And their diamonds only are worth so much because of the story and the legacy that they put behind. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes,
The wedding.
yes.
It's the story. But if you actually look at the foundation and the root of diamonds, diamonds had no values before people started putting it and adding it to weddings.
Yeah.
But we paid for the story that was behind it.
Always.
Now here's the beautiful thing and why I'm saying what I'm saying. Ooh, this is about to get so good.
This
I
is
might
about
start
to
throwing
get
some
good.
pillows. I'm about to throw a pillow.
Pass me one. I got one.
Here, you get to throw the pillows this time.
I get to throw
Let me
the
go.
pillow.
You get to throw the pillows this time.
Finally!
Because this one's gonna be so good. This
Go.
one's gonna be so good. Y'all ready? If the whole point of all these things that I just said is that the painting, the diamond, has no value. It was the story that had the value. Do you know the value of your story?
Ouch! Do you know the value of your
Do
story?
you
Stop it! All right.
know the value
Wait, what now?
of your story?
Don't make me boxing now.
Because here's the thing. Why is it that
You
we
even know your story.
What? Why is it that we allow other people to put a price on who we are when we've been priceless this whole time?
Oh.
The point of us being priceless is because we don't know the value of who we are and we don't know our story. But if
Value.
you know your story will be the definition of your value.
Ouch. Ooh. Know your story.
You got to know your
your
story
value.
because when you don't know your story, someone else will put value on your story. Do you not know when you get paid $30 an hour that you're worth more than $30 an hour at the job? They just told you the value, but they know the value of you being there.
Say that one more time, please.
Do you not know when you go to a job and you're making $30 an hour, that is not the value of the position of the job. That is the value that they told you to get a return on investment to keep you there, to keep you
You're
comfortable.
worth more.
They paid you the value of your comfort.
Ouch.
Do you actually, ain't it crazy that you put so much value in everyone else's dreams, so much time, so much
And
energy,
everybody's
and everyone
legacy.
else? What? The reason why people are millionaires is because of so many people
it.
added value to Michael
other
Jordan,
people.
to this person, to that person, to who you follow, to who you like, to who you, look at.
I don't get it. It's my turn now to get up.
This for you young folks. You like people who have millions of followers, but the only reason why they have millions of followers is because you press follow. So you gave that person value. Yeah, the likes. I want to go viral. Well, a person can only go viral because you clicked the button and gave it the viralness.
And
You-
someone became millionaire because
Come
you
on.
worked so hard, effortlessly for years to get minimum retirement money just to make them wealthy.
We call people celebrities. Well, a person is only a celebrity because you value them like a celebrity. But that is another person
Oh,
doing their job.
That's so deep.
Do you not know that you are the star of your own life?
They don't.
Because you don't value your story. You tried to hide your brokenness, but in the brokenness is where the value is.
That's where the value is.
Don't you know if you go to a museum and you see a broken vase that's been put back together,
That's where
it
the
has
value
more value
is.
than the voice that's whole?
No, for real. And that's the beauty of like looking at ourselves. Honestly, going back, history. Who am I? Where do I belong into this world? What's my value? What's my worth? What's my worth?
Hey, hold on. Here's another bar. Here's another bar.
Stop it with
Here's
this.
another bar. I got a good
All
one for
right,
you.
don't get
I
me
got a
going.
good one for him. I got a good one for him. They said that you are worth more dead than you are alive.
Oh, that one.
Biggie's worth more dead than alive. Pac is more worth dead than alive.
that is
You
so
know why?
true.
Because I can sell your damn story. I'm selling your story.
Tell your story.
That is why you're worth more dead than you are alive. Because now I get to manipulate and value and put I get to put a price on your head. I get to put a price on your story. Do you not know your own worth? Have you forgot who you are and whose you are? Have you forgot your legacy and what you come from? Have you forgot all the sacrifices that even gave you the opportunity to be who you are? Have you forgot the value of your next breath?
Know thyself, baby.
Huh?
You have to, we need to change the narrative. We really need to change the narrative to the point we need to re-educate. Maybe we should start with school.
Listen.
I mean, people, it's so sad. The amount of people I try to uplift, I'm sure you do. That's what you do right now with the podcast, right? Uplift people to make them see their values, but they still don't want to or they refuse to because they're trained to believe in other people's values.
Can I'm a cook. Because she said you're trained to see other people's value. Well, do you know what a value is? A value is another word for value. It's called price. Do you know your price?
They don't.
Because here's the thing about price. You pay the price to stay the same or you pay the price to change.
Either way.
And it will only happen based off of what you value.
That's all important.
That is so good.
It's so good.
That just came to me right now.
Like,
You feel me?
I saw
That
it
just
and
came.
I felt
Wow.
it. You have to raise the bar. Like, figure out a
Your
way.
value is based off your story. Your price is based off of what you accept for your story. But do you pay the price to change or pay the price to stay the same? And the only way to change is to understand your value. And when you understand your value, the value will create your story.
It will. And it all comes back to choice. You can
Your free will.
To value other people, or you can choose to know your value.
And not only that, you can choose to understand that one moment doesn't define your life or give you value. That is just a moment. But it's the collection of moments that create your story, which will create your value, which will give you your price.
Yes.
Come on.
It's the journey. It's like you keep stacking it up. That's what makes you wealthy. That's makes that value price go up.
Yeah.
You have to stack it up. Like every little thing in life that come and knock you down, pick you up, it doesn't matter as how obstacle, it's teaching you more about your value.
Come on now.
Because you get something, it's very unique and you lived it and you overcame it and you realize that, oh, actually I'm worth more.
Yeah.
Actually, I did this, I can do anything. Actually, I believe in this, I can believe in myself.
Hey, I'll tell you another gem since we cooking. You know some of the most valuable parts of you are the parts that you don't want to talk about.
Ooh.
The
I
things
call
that
it
you
the
think
ugly.
is you feel me?
I call it the negative self.
Yeah, the things that you think are your embarrassing moments have the most value. The things that you're afraid of that you don't want to talk about. See, it's the healing that creates the value. It's the testimony. Because it's the test, which is the problem. It's the money to get to the happiness. And it's the testimony, which is the story. So you have to overcome the test till you get your happiness. And the way you're overcoming this, in your winning, and overcoming the storm, that is the story that creates the value for you to be able to share, baby. Because some people are just lost in the test and they can't get to the happiness. So you and your story is the bridge to help someone else get over what they've been through so they can get to what's valued.
I wish we did that more.
Man.
Because let me tell you, there's one thing that's sad, honestly. I've seen people who went through really rough time in their lives and they keep it to themselves.
Yes.
Even after they overcame.
Yeah.
And they don't talk about it. And then the next generation, what are they going to do?
They lost. They got to start all over.
Repeat the same thing too.
So question. What do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, that's huge. I want my legacy to showcase, like I said earlier, honestly, I was here, I lived, and I did it. And I showed a path that women, girls, can be successful. They're not defined by marriage. They're not defined by having kids only. They're smart. They are capable. So I'm on that path of showcasing that as a woman, I can create big and I can follow my dream. And I can be successful in that path. Hopefully, it's going to teach the young generation that it's okay to do so too.
Love it. Because women, when you understand your value, since the day you were born a multiplier. The question is, do you know your story so you can multiply it?
I hope so.
Because even when it comes to the person that you pick to be with, do you multiply or do you
Or do you
divide?
just give? Or
Do
do you
you
just dump it there?
multiply
It's like,
or do
you
you
take care of
divide?
it.
You listen. I'm gonna listen. This is so cold. This is so
Oh,
cold.
that is cool,
Listen.
actually.
If
It's
you
really
were
cool.
born a multiplier, are you multiplying your story and are you multiplying the person that you're with? Because if you're not multiplying, are you dividing your story? Are you dividing your love? Are you dividing your energy? Are you dividing your situation? Is the person adding to your life or is he subtracting to your life?
Subtracting.
Come on,
Empty the cup.
we
Empty
gotta
the
we
cup.
gotta
You
be
just keep
we
going.
gotta
It's like, hey,
be
you get a tea.
honest with
You
that.
get some tea. You
You
get
feel
like
me?
you keep emptying your cup because you were told to do so. Societal pressure, societal expectations. You should not. A woman should not. A woman should not. And you give.
Listen,
And you give. And let me tell you, when your cup is empty,
yeah, it's terrible.
it's terrible.
But let me tell you something about it.
It's painful.
Because I listened really well. She said, when you empty your cup, your cup is the key word in this phrase, right?
Yes.
Why would you give anyone anything from your cup? It's yours. They have a cup.
People pleasing.
The point of this is right,
Validation.
is you're supposed to allow people to get the overflow.
Yes.
So that way you're not empty.
Empty.
Because when you're empty,
Say it
it's
one
your
more
fault
time.
that
Are
you're
you down?
empty. It's your choice to be empty because you decided to pour when you didn't have to pour. Your no is you saying yes to yourself. Your no is you saying yes to yourself. So if your cup is empty, it was your choice. It was your free will. So the only person that you can really be mad at is yourself.
It's yourself.
What you're supposed to allow is people to get the overflow. That means you have to be able to be willing to fill your own cup.
Let's have your cup filled up.
Fill your cup with
Fill it up.
love, with self-love, with joy, with happiness, with forgiveness, with mercy,
Forgiveness,
with grace,
positivity.
with all these beautiful things. Every day that you wake up,
Wisdom.
your cup is full.
Gratitude. All of
It's
it.
full.
But yeah, no, we
But in the
we
24
tend to-
hours, what will you do with what the gift of today is?
Yeah.
Question, love.
Empty. Fill up your cup, ladies and gentlemen.
Because if people want to know, where can they buy the merch?
Merch will go. Just go online, noiro.com. Let me see if I can show.
Can you spell that out to the
Yes.
people so they could, purchase it? Oh, right here, we're going to bring this.
Noiraud. It used to be my bullied name growing up, and I turned it into my business name. Noiro.com. Because I was so dark growing up, in the darkest in the neighborhood. I used to be called Noiro, fille de la nuit, l'ami des étoiles, which means darkness, daughter of the night, friends of the sun. Girl, you're so dark we can't see you.
Yeah.
Colorism, right? In Africa. So for me, I had to figure out a way to create something that's also self-acceptance and empowering. So noiraud.com, noiraud.com. You can go on the website and get your one of the hundreds, because the collection is this design, only 100 made worldwide. I will not be making this style again ever. But once it's gone, and make sure you got one of the hundreds, because that's the key to my way of marketing. And then so we can
Exclusive. Right here on Which Went to Your Soul. And if anybody wants to reach out to you, because I would love for someone to say, hey, your story touched me and blessed me and helped me overcome and help me see the world differently, how can they find you on social media?
Social media will be my brand, Therese Mbaye. Therese is Therese, almost like Teresa, but with an H and an E at the end. _MBAYE. THERESE_MBAYE. Therese _Mbaye. On all social media platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it.
Love
TikTok,
that.
all is the same.
Final question. If you had any advice for any young lady, or if you had something that you just wanted to say to the people, what would you say right now? Like a misconception about you, or what advice would you give?
I would say, show up for yourself. Know yourself. Accept yourself.
Come on.
The negative selfies that I call it, when you take a negative selfie or ugly selfie, we don't post it because it has to be perfect, right? Let go of the perfection. It's okay to have all the shattered glasses that are part of us, and we collect who we are and make this world live in peace, be who we are,
Come on.
and live authentically. For me, authenticity is huge. stay authentic, show up for yourself. But honestly, in order sometimes to get there, especially if you went through any trauma in life, is you have to heal. Look at yourself in the mirror, really, and see yourself for who you truly are, know your worth, and just get it done. No matter what you're going to need or want or desire in life will come really falling in your place right there. Just because you know who you are and you're staying authentic and you are facing who you are every single day, forgiving yourself, doing the best you can, and don't try to be perfect because there's no perfection, right? Stay authentic. Here you go, Terrence.
Listen, I'm here with Terrence. You heard what she said. This is your boy, King Jaquel Martin. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's KingJaquellMartin. Follow the show, Whisper to Your Soul. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify. We're about to be on iHeartRadio and Apple Music. And you can catch us on TikTok as well. We put up the clips, but just make sure you like, share, subscribe, and be a blessing. You know what I mean? And if you want to tap in, be a guest on the show, tap in with your boy. Let's make it happen because I don't care where you are on this so-called scale of life. Everybody's testimony, story is important. I don't care if I had Obama to somebody who might be homeless. Everybody's story's important. So come share your testimony because you could be the lighthouse to all the lost boats at sea. I'm your host, King Jaquel Martin, and I'm here with the beautiful Therese.
There it is.
Get it.